What's up, guys? Patch 11.7's out. We're gonna break it all down, so don't worry. There might be some construction sounds outside, but we have to catch up with them and get to work as well. So let's get to it. Okay, so champion number 1, Alistar.
Cool.
Q-based damage decreased later.
Okay.
E empowered basic attack bonus damage decreased. So what's up with that?
Basically, Alistar's been causing a ruckus in pro play recently, so just nerfing his damage. It's just a really nice character. Really, just it's good into a lot of drafts. So I guess they just want to turn him down a little bit, so they're decreasing his Q and E damage.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. So it says here, okay, Q and E. So pulverize, base damage stays the same, starts at 60, but then it scales up to 220 instead of 240. And the trample, E, is an empowered basic attack, so it goes from 35 to 290, from to 20 and 275.
Okay.
So yeah, bonus magic damage is fine. So
nothing crazy. If you played Alistar in solo queue already, you're fine. But you know, there's way better options right now, especially. But yeah, this is a big pro play change. Nothing,
yeah. I don't think it's gonna affect anybody below that, really.
Yeah, not crazy. At the higher levels, 100%. I think people are gonna stop picking him and just switch. But yeah, it is what it is.
It's a pretty standard kind of adjustment. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, Amumu.
Ooh.
Q cost decreased, E cooldown decreased. Okay, so it says since his explosive preseason debut, Amumu has slipped back to being a miserable mummy, especially in skilled and elite play. We're giving him more access to his spells to let him tear up, this time in happiness and in the jungle. Amazing. So, what are they doing? Bandage toss, the Q. Okay, so the mana cost has just gone down, so from starting at 30 all the way to 50, which is not bad. So that basically means that at the top level, it's the cost of the first level of the old.
Wow.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, so he won't get punished as much starting red side. He won't have as many mana problems, so he could switch up his side and not get punished as much. And Amumu, ever since his debut, as I said at the start of the season, he's been nerfed so many times in a row. And not only has he been nerfed as the character himself, but his items have been nerfed multiple times.
Yeah.
Like the Sunfire Aegis was nuts at the start of the year.
Yeah, now it just doesn't exist,
But now it's just like no one's building it, and I think they did a little change, a little buff like 2 patches ago, but it wasn't enough to shake it up, especially after he's been nerfed, like his ability so many times. So
Yeah.
I don't know if this will make the difference. I feel like there's like 10 different jungles that are better to play this patch.
I think if you really like Amumu and you've been playing for a long time, that's the kind of stuff you need.
Yes.
But it's not like a meta shifting kind of change or anything
Not
like that.
at all.
Yeah. And his E tantrum, so the cooldown used to be 10 seconds to 6, now it's 9 to 5, so just a second difference.
Okay.
Which is
nice.
It's fine. It's nice.
It's nice.
We'll take it. We'll take
it.
But that's it. Nothing special. Now we've got Ashe. Our cooldown decreased later, so basically the enchanted crystal arrow. The cooldown stays the same at the first, and then it goes down 10 seconds and then 20-second difference. So 180, 60. So how's that going to affect play?
So it won't affect the laning phase much. Early game, you're going to have the same amount of cooldown, but I can see why they're doing this. I think Ashe is pretty decent right now. If you're an Ashe main, you love playing Ashe. I love playing Ashe. I think Ashe is great. But this will buffer for pro and elite play a lot, because how often you can make plays is very important in those elos, pro and elite. So I think she's gonna get picked more, and I think it will mostly impact pro the most. It won't impact solo queue that much. But this is a very good change, and people are gonna be looking out for this, because the Ashe arrow cooldown does get very low already. So decreasing the base cooldown's gonna be nuts. So this is very cool, and I can't wait to see some cool Ashe arrows in pro play.
That'll be sick actually. Braum, okay. E cooldown decreased. R maximum knockup duration increased later.
Whoa.
So let's see what that is looking like. So the E unbreakable, the cooldown has gone down 2 seconds across the board from the looks of it.
That's good.
So from 16 to 8 seconds, and then R glacial fissure, the maximum knockup duration. Later on, okay, after level 2 and beyond, it increases by 0.25 and then half as well. So it goes from 1 to 2 seconds at level 3. That's pretty brutal.
Imagine landing a 5-man glacial fissure.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty clean. With a 2-second knockup,
that's a big deal for mid and late game. I don't know if this is gonna inherently fix his laning phase problems and his like overall like meta weakness and like I don't know if it's gonna make him better than other supports, but this is on the right track for what they need to do to fix Braum, because Braum hasn't really been picked, and his win rate's like 48% and lower like every elo. So this
this can make him a playmaker.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good for a player, and it's good for high elo. So I like to see this because I actually really like Braum.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Cool.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
Very cool design. So being able to block more often and CC and be useful in fights, that's very very cool. So I'm excited to see this, but I'm more scared of Salah stealing the ult now.
Yes, if Salah
That's what I'm
has that,
scared
that's
of.
insane. Yeah,
Salah is very very good right now. So and this is one of his favorite ults to take. You can get lots of impact, and it scales on AP. So it's a lot of damage, and now it's gonna stun for longer. So it's gonna be funny. You see some
it's gonna be funny.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be pretty funny. If you're playing
gonna be
Salas, you're laughing. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, everyone else is not laughing. That's
Not
for
at
sure.
all.
Yeah. Hecarim. Okay, so E bonus movement speed decreased later. So what does that look like? We've got devastating charge, bonus movement speed. Okay, starts at 25 again, and then it's up to 65.
Okay.
Based on time active. So is that going to be anything big?
It's not massive. I think Hecarim's still gonna be good. They're just trying to really kill the Chemtank build. They don't like it.
Yeah, they're chipping away with it, like with little cuts here and there.
They don't
It's
want him
nothing.
to be really quick and get stronger, like really easily through just running quickly. So I think these type of changes are gonna bring back the AD build, which I'm excited for. I'm kind of getting sick of running tank Hecarim.
Yeah, you just
kinda
like zipping around all the time.
Yeah, I'm just running and then I'm just like hitting 0 damage. But but I'm useful. Like I do.
Yeah.
I stay alive for a long time and I'll damage everyone because it's just broken. But
It's
this is a good change.
bringing back a more like aggressive
Traditional
style.
more
more
traditional
built,
Hecarim. So I'm excited and yes, I'm probably gonna run Trinity or Lissandra this patch. Unless I need to feel like a Chemtank position. Like I need to be tanky that game. If we don't have a tank, I'll probably have to run Chemtank anyways. But this is just direct enough to Chemtank Hecarim. But I think most of the mains were already starting to kind of build Lissandra and Trinity this patch. So I think it's still gonna be good. Hecarim is in a good spot. What makes him good is his clear, and I love his clear.
Yeah, it's clear, it's clean.
He's just so nice. You
Very
know, you
clean.
finish your clear real quick, 6, and then you get there for
You start
start.
making plays and then
and you're
ready.
fine. This is fine.
Yeah. Okay, Ivern.
Oh,
Ivern, what's
okay.
he up to? So we got E base damage decreased later.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of decreased laters happening. Okay.
Yeah.
So the E trigger seed, base damage goes from 70 all the way to 150 instead of 170. So
Okay.
how's that gonna affect anything?
Inherently this won't affect really like that much of the early game strengths and like the whole like consistent clearing like strengths that Ivern has, because like other champions you play them and like you have to get in this routine of clearing efficiently, but Ivern is like, oh, I'm gonna right click 3 times
Yeah,
and have
and
a
that's it,
guaranteed
yeah.
good start. So like the broken aspect of Ivern is not unchanged, and like the damage isn't really the biggest deal. I think it was broken, and I think it still is broken, but the shield remains the same. You're still shielding, you're getting heaps of value. So I think Ivern's great, and Daisy buffs were insane. So I think Ivern's still gonna be in a good spot. He might his win rate might go down maybe 1%, maybe 1.5. But he's still very good, so I'm not too worried. He is too good, so this is deserved buff. I mean, nerf here. Nerf. Do not buff him, man, please.
No buff, please.
No buff,
Yeah,
please.
that's fine. Kai'Sa. This time we've got an arc cooldown increased early.
Okay.
So let's see what that looks like. Okay, our Killer Instinct cooldown has gone from 110 to 70 to 130 to 70.
Oh, okay, I see.
So how's that? That's gonna affect the early game, right?
Yeah, basically this is a nerf for pro and really high elo, where like it's just one of those playmaking nerfs again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this won't affect Kai'Sa in solo queue that much. It's like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Your team is not effective enough to where the 20 seconds are gonna like be the make or
Make
break.
the difference.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. She's still gonna be broken as hell with the itemization in the game right now, and just like her build strength is amazing, and like she's still gonna be a monster the longer the game goes, and the ult cooldown when she's the strongest is still the same. So
Yeah, exactly. That's when it really goes insane.
when it goes down in solo queue, so you're good. So so this doesn't really affect any solo queue Kai'Sa's.
Kai'Sa's still strong. I wouldn't be worried.
Yeah, even in pro, I think they're still gonna pick her. She's just she's
for sure.
stacked. It's just like you can't go wrong. But she does have a weak early game, so having a lower cooldown early might affect just for the early game. So early game's even weaker.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get to mid game in solo queue. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're gonna get to mid game.
It's
gonna happen,
yeah.
and you're gonna get to late game most of the time. So I'm not too worried if you're playing solo queue. Pro play might be a little bit of nerf, but it's a deserved nerf because Kai'Sa has been like one of the top 4 ADCs right now. I think it's like Tristana, Kai'Sa, and a couple others that are really just getting picked on stop. So I can see why they did this, and I'd like to see some Ashe. You know, they did.
They brought Ashe up.
They brought Ashe up. They put Kai'Sa down, so there might be a little bit of a change. So I'm excited.
Kindred, okay. So we've got Q bonus damage ratio increased and E cooldown decreased. So let's see what that looks like. So we've got Q Dance of Arrows, the bonus damage ratio from 65% AD, it's gone up to 75.
Wow.
And the E Mounting Dread starts at 16 to 12, now it's 14 to 10. So
that's a big deal.
That's flat 2 across the board. So I think that's going to bring Kindred on the map pretty strong.
Yeah, that's insane because there has been like a lot of challenger Kindreds roaming about, dominating solo queue. Not as dominant as she used to be in the past, but wow, this is like, it's so unexpected because like it's like it's like the equivalent to this is like buffing Grays or something.
Right,
These like constant dominant,
consistent dominant
junglers, right? Just getting buffed out of nowhere and like 10% AD ratio, that is massive. Faster clears, stronger invades, which is one of her strengths.
Yeah.
And that 2 seconds flat off of the E is insane because her E's an execute.
Yeah.
It's like a missing health damage, and like that means you can use the E more to focus on clearing and not be worried whether or not it's gonna be
back
in the next fight. So this is a big deal, and I'm surprised I did this, and damn, I'm gonna be grinding some Kindred this patch. So
you mentioned you're gonna start picking her up again.
So this is cool.
Lissandra.
Okay.
I haven't seen her in a while. Let's say Q base damage increase. So Q, the Ice Shard, base damage is gone from 70 to 190 to 80 to 200. So just a 10 across the board from the looks of it. So is that enough to make a dent?
I don't know if it's gonna make a dent, but she definitely needed something at this point because she is struggling. But you know, when you have Cassidy roaming in the mid lane with a 54% win rate, I don't know how she's gonna go, but we'll have to see.
Mordekaiser.
Okay.
Q isolated enemy damage increased.
Whoa.
So is Q obliterate? The isolated damage increase is used to be 30% to 50%. Now it's 40% to 60%. So it's flat 10.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage, and this is going to be really good for his dueling. So his high landing is going to be better. It might be harder to match him, especially when he's ahead. And when it comes to late game and mid game team fights, whoever he ults is going to do a lot more damage to. And like dodging his Q is going to be more crucial than it was before.
You have to be
clean
on it.
It was always crucial, but now it's like if you get hit, it's a lot more damage. And man, the isolation Q hurts.
And I think Mordekaiser's been doing pretty good recently, so that's gonna make
average. There's I don't think there's any like challenges. Maybe like 1 or 2, but it's not that crazy. It's not popping off in high elo. There's just way more better options. You know, Irelia, Camille, but I don't know if this is gonna be the difference maker. But this is very nice, especially if you're counter picking and stuff top. As Mord, but this is very cool.
Rell, she's back. I swear, it's like
back.
Just Rell more and more. So E stun duration decreased. So the E attract and repel the stun duration from 0.75 to 0.5 now. So this is more nerfing, right?
Yeah, more nerfing.
More nerfing.
But the thing is, right, the previous nerfs were just like cooldowns, increases and stuff.
Right.
And base armor was like decreased. So it wasn't any like actual ability nerfs when it comes to the statistics. This is one of the first stat nerfs, which is very interesting. It's gonna affect everyone. I think Rell is just dominating everyone. Whenever she lands her E, she's just screwed. But this is gonna really affect pro play and like
I was gonna say
how CC chaining is gonna be. But I don't know if it's gonna make her bad. You just have to be. It's not as like rewarding. Basically, her all ends. So this is a good change. I wonder how she will go after this change and what her win rate is going to be like. But I think pro player is still going to continue to pick it because it's just too good. It's just awesome, so good.
Teemo, God have mercy. Passive bonus attack speed duration increased.
Alright.
E on hit base damage increased.
Wow.
So let's have a look. Passive guerrilla warfare. Element of surprise duration. Used to be 3 seconds of bonus attack speed. Now it's 5 seconds of bonus attack speed.
That's a big buff.
Yeah, and
That's
the
pretty
E
big.
toxic shot, again, on hit base damage, 10 to 50. Now it's 11 to 55. A little bit of fine tuning. So, Teemo.
Man. Teemo's always been a nightmare for top laners, especially ones that get counterpicked by it. So this is gonna really buff his early game, and they're gonna love to sit in a brush and wait for you.
Terrorizing
Or
you.
sit
Terror.
on your wave invisible waiting for you to
Yeah.
order you. So that previous cheese where he would shoot you for 3 seconds is gonna be 5 seconds now.
That's
so
a big stanky cheese
you
now.
have to watch out. They might be rerunning Ghost now, just running at you.
But yeah, oh.
I wonder if this will bring back like on-hit builds, like attack speed, Nash's Tooth and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder, because I don't know, they've been building other stuff recently, but I think most people do Nash's. I'm not sure. I don't really play Teemo, but this is very interesting. So I like to see where this goes, but I think it's still gonna get crushed mid and late game. But this is another buff to laning phase, which is his strongest time of the game. So solid Q, watch out.
Oof. Moving to Thresh.
Ooh.
W base shield decreased later. Okay, so as you can see, the W dark passage, the base shield from 60 to 220 has gone from 60 to 180. That's 40 down.
That's a fat base damage nerf.
That's a fat nerf. So how do you think that's gonna affect? It starts immediately from level 2. It's where it was 100 now it's 90. So it's not just the end. It's all the way up to the top. It's just getting
that's
chomped.
insane.
So
basically, high elo, so like diamonds and higher, and in pro play they love maxing Lantern second. They don't even skill flail max until like third. So because they get so much value from just throwing on their teammates and giving them a shield. And also, if you play Thresh, you know this. Every time you rank up Lantern, it decreases the cooldown as well.
yeah.
So they're getting a shorter cooldown and they're getting a bigger shield. So it's very efficient if you're playing with a nice team, coordinated team.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of value. So Thresh has been getting a lot of value and he's been one of the highest high elo Thresh support win rates right now. So Thresh has been one of those dominant supports, even beating Rell's win rate in high elo.
Yeah.
Higher than Rell. And in pro play, it's been pick and banning him pretty much. So, and he's good into a lot of synergies right now, like Tristana. Tristana's been ripping up, especially in solo queue. So this change, I understand why it happens, and that's a fat 40 base shield nerf for the final level.
Yeah.
And I would like how. I wonder if this is gonna stop the W max. I don't think it will, because I think just being able to lantern people is valuable in itself.
Yeah. It's got multiple uses, like it's,
It's really good. It's good for combat. It's good for bailing people out, pulling people in. So I think the shield is just a plus in and of itself with what it does already. So I think it's gonna be fine. I think Thresh is still gonna be very good. But yeah, I can see why they did this, and yeah, this is gonna affect a lot of the high elo and pro. So it's cool.
Tristana, just when we brought him up earlier. So base attack damage decreased. So the base damage just went from 61 to 59, so 2 points.
Okay.
So this is going to be some laning phase kind of.
Yeah, basically nerfs to level 2 all-ins and stuff like that. Characters that like to synergize and kill early in lane aren't going to be, looking for that engage most of the time. I think they'll still do it. It's just not going to be as good because Trish just loves going in early and just trying to get a kill because she just bursts them with Halo Blades and the Rocket Bomb. So I can see why they did this. Tristana is one of the highest win rate ADCs right now.
Yeah,
so
super successful.
if you make it a mid game and late game, you're fine. Still an amazing character, but not as strong as soon as you spawn into the game.
Yeah,
so.
once you itemize, it just takes care of itself.
You're Tristana, you're good.
Okay, Udyr time.
Okay.
So base attack damage decreased. So as you can see, base stats, attack damage from 66 to 64. So this is something I'm seeing for like early clears, right? Like the first clear.
Does affect the early clear. And a lot of Udyrs do like starting Tiger Stance, and Tiger Stance scales with full AD. So this does stop the early cheese, invade with Tiger Stance and just fast clears early with Tiger and Phoenix. So I think you'll still be able to 6 camp at the scuttle. I'm not sure. I think it'll be roughly pretty much the same speed, the clear.
Right.
It'll be a very small difference, but it might be a difference maker. I'm not sure, but I think Udyr's still going to be good.
Yeah, it's like a soft, safe kind of micro adjustment. See how that plays out for 2 weeks.
Basically, he just nerfs, going full tank and not building any damage. It just makes you a little bit weaker. But I think Udyr will still be a decent pick. I think he'll still be an A+.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
S, A+, A, S, around that area. But it's deserved. And nerf is just dominating, so I can understand why.
Varus. Base attack damage growth increased. Okay, let's have a look. So base stats, AD growth from 3 to 3.4.
Okay,
so
that's decent.
How influential is that going to be?
Well, basically, they've been trying to bring Varus back for like several patches. They've been buffing him back to back. Did a little mini W rework and everything, and like nothing's brought him back. So they're just trying to bump it up, amp it up a little bit, because they do like Varus in pro play.
Yeah, in pro play, big time.
And he does counterpick certain champions, so I think they might be trying to bring him back. And I can understand he is unplayable right now. And I do really like Varus though. I think I like the character.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
And the gameplay is fun, so I'm excited to see if this will be the difference maker. I think it won't, but I think he'll be playable.
Yeah, it's steering him to the right direction.
Yeah, steering him in the right direction. So I'm excited, but we'll have to see.
Yasuo time.
Yasuo.
Base attack damage growth increased.
Whoa.
So his base stats, AD growth from 2.2 to 3. Damn. That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad, because Yasuo crits 100% of the time after 2 items. So that 0.8 bonus AD growth per level adds up a lot.
Yeah.
So I think there was multiple Yasuo challenges already. They were succeeding, and this is a big AD growth path. This is very big, especially for a character that crits 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be nuts.
Nutty.
I don't know if it's gonna make him pro play viable yet. I do miss Yasuo pro play, and I wish.
Yeah, it is pretty nice. Pretty hype. Especially with all the knockups that are happening now with that that Braum knockup.
We get the glacial fissure, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. But yeah, I like Yasuo. I do play him in solo queue. If I have knockups and stuff on my team, it's very nice. And I was succeeding. It was very, very good, very strong. Felt good.
Yeah.
And he did say shield burn nerfs, but even like the changes basically made it so like you couldn't make a bad decision, and get away with it because you got so much lifesteal.
Yeah.
It was almost like a combat mechanic, like that old shield burn proc. And basically what the new one does, it gives you AD. So technically, new shield burn you do more damage.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was entirely enough. It was inherently right, but I think he's really strong right now, and this is just gonna make him even stronger. And I can't wait. And Yasuo's gonna be just very, very dominant in solo queue, and I can't wait to play it. So, especially in low elo, it's auto-aim. So, be hyped for that.
Be hyped. Yorick. Okay, I missed this guy. I haven't seen him in a while. So marked enemy champions and large monsters now awaken nearby graves.
Okay, cool.
Mist walkers now deal damage when they leap to enemies.
Okay.
E-cast paradigm updated. So let's have a look at what that looks like. So we've got the E morning mist. Okay, new. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up.
Oh, it's a funny guy.
Marked enemy champions and large monsters now continuously awaken nearby graves.
That's
up to a
really
maximum
cool.
of 4.
That's very cool. That's like a quality of life.
So you'll be missed feature is mist walkers now deal 200% damage when they leap to marked enemy champions and large monsters. And now an updated cast paradigm. So walk in the target range to cast has been removed. So if targeting outside of range, E now will immediately cast the max range. So you can just go short, but it goes out. You don't have to like walk in, try catch up, and then some. Just get it out.
So if you're in range, just throw it. Yeah, because sometimes you might click a bit further than the actual range, and it will make you par then throw. And if they use any movement speed abilities to speed themselves up, they run out of the range, and you automatically cast. You miss. So that's cool. And the first little change, it's like a quality of life and making Yorick more consistent, which I like. I like consistency in my characters. So being able to spawn more graves even when they're not there.
Yeah,
up to 4 times. That's cool. And the 200% damage, that's very cool because that means when you shove in, you can farm Krugs quicker than before. 2 times quicker.
Yes, that's good.
That's true. 2 times quicker, and you do more damage to champs. So this is very interesting. And I wonder how Lissandra or Trinity will perform in this update.
Yeah, with the new adjustments that we're going to talk about.
But Yeah, I'm very excited to try Yorick. I don't really play Yorick, but this is making me keen.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna like we're gonna start seeing him just pop up more because I really haven't been seeing him. To be honest. So yeah, I'm actually I kind of like the dude. He's pretty cool.
I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So let's see if we give him a new wind.
Yeah.
Time for items.
Oh.
We got the Essence Reaver.
Oh, look at it. It's blue.
So yes, Essence Reaver is overperforming amongst peers in its class.
It is.
And then some. Essence should still feel like an appropriate buy, but rushing it shouldn't be as efficient as it currently is. So the total cost from 2,900 has gone to 2,800.
Okay.
But in exchange, the attack damage went from 55 to 45.
Okay.
So do you think the rush is gonna stop?
It might. I think with certain characters, it might remain. Characters that like to rush Sheen, because Sheen is a component of Essence. So I think a lot of characters that like Sheen early do rush it.
Yeah, it's a good spike.
Yeah, it's a good spike, and it's just very efficient. So this is removing the value from the item, not necessarily nerfing it, because it's becoming cheaper and it's giving you less stats. So it's removing the value from it, because a lot of people are skipping Mythic, and the right game is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So this is removing value from it. So maybe they'll change the meta and force people to build Mythic first.
Yeah.
And hold Sheen. That could be an option. But we'll have to see, because I do really feel the spike when I buy it.
Yeah.
Because I was playing Gangplank the other night, and when I built Essence and I finished it, I felt like God. I was so strong. Like it's a big spike. It's like serious. When your character can use it properly, it feels really good. So we'll have to see. But I think people are gonna still build it. The characters are still use it.
I think it's still gonna be built. Yeah. Everfrost. Okay, so they've changed the glaciate damage from 125, 35% AP, to 100, 30% AP, and the glaciate cooldown from 20 seconds to 30 seconds.
Okay.
Do you think that's gonna ruin some people's days?
I feel like Everfrost is just too good, and mid laners really just get an easy time shoving and leaving, and then getting their Everfrost back when fight starts.
Yeah.
It's just too good, and a lot of these active items, items with active cooldowns, all their cooldowns are like double.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 60
double
seconds
the
or 90
cooldown
or whatever.
than Everfrost.
Yeah.
And like they just added 10 seconds. It's still two times quicker.
It's still 2 times quicker.
Two times, or even 3 times quicker than most items in the game. So
you get double the usage in the same amount of time. So it's still pretty good.
And it roots people, and it slows them if you miss. So it's just too good of an item, and it's still Caston's gonna rip it up. Still, TF's probably gonna still run it, because the CCs were the most important thing that it provides. Sure, the shoving is very important because TF likes to shove and Braum. He can still do that even without Everfrost. But at the end of the day, the CC chain is just too good, and if you cast it, and it helps you catch up, it helps shut people down, and TF is just the full CC chain with yellow cards. So it's still a strong item. It's just nerfing one of its strengths, just one of them. So I think it's still going to be a good item, and I don't think much changed. So I think it's deserved. It's too good.
Yeah, it's good.
Strybag has been hit many times.
Yeah, exactly.
Gore's been hit many times. So it's just its turn. It's just its turn right now. So
yeah, and we'll see. Like we'll give it 2 weeks, and we'll see if they could even further push it down if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could.
Which is brutal. But I think that this is okay. This is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Eternal Winter, the Ornn upgrade for the Everfrost, doesn't actually change anything now.
Yeah, the base damage just stays the same, and the cooldown stays the same. So that's right, I guess. Okay.
Lord Dominik's regard. Okay.
Shin.
He's pretty good, but let's see what happened. So the cost went up. So $100 reduced more, but the attack damage went down 5. I don't think this is gonna make a big deal. I hate to say it. So what do you think?
It's still a broken ass item, and people are still gonna build it. Doesn't change anything. Hashinshin Twitter right now. Have a look.
Serylda's Grudge.
Ooh.
Discount from 3,400 to 3,200.
Whoa.
No adjustments, just flat on the house.
And that item is good.
Yeah, and people they're willing to pay 3,400 for this.
Yeah, people were willing to pay 34, and now it's 32. Thank you very much. I'm gonna take that LP, okay? Because that item is so good. It's so efficient.
It is dank. It's pretty good.
Slows them. You get Last Whisper component to penetrate some armor. AD is just cooldown. It's just like such a good item. And all my friends that run it, they're playing in high elo, Diamond 1 Plus Master. They love this item, and a lot of assassins do like it.
Yeah.
They like to be able to just go through that armor, especially even for squishes, just be able to one-shot them. It's just efficient, and like I think I was seeing Jace runner, Talon, Kiana. A lot of characters like this item, and now it's just cheaper. Sure, okay.
Yeah,
Take
take
this.
it. Yeah, we take this. It's about that time. Trinity Force, okay?
Ooh.
You're gonna see a lot of 3, so hang on, okay?
Okay.
Attack damage from 25 and move to 30. Attack speed from 35 to 30. Another fold, new feature. 3-fold strike now stacks on towers. And mythic passive from 10% attack speed, 3 attack damage, 3 movement speed, 3 ability haste.
Wow.
This is gonna be sick.
I can't wait
think
to
this is
use
gonna be really cool.
This is very interesting. This characters that like the split push, that use Trinity, are getting directly buffed. You're getting more AD per item. You're getting more move speed, so you can rotate away when you're in danger of splitting. You can rotate to split quicker. You have more ability haste, which means more auto attack resets. Most split pushes have auto attack resets, which means you can auto attack reset more often, and you're landing higher AD values than before, which means your auto attack resets are gonna be stronger. And being able to proc your Trinity Force a passive on towers means if they leave you alone top lane or bot lane and you're splitting, you're gonna shred that tower.
Yeah, it's like having a little demolish in your kit.
Yeah.
And you know, if you add demolish on top of that, it's gonna be like eating towers.
And like, imagine you're hitting tower and then they come to kill you, and you just turn on them with all your stacks ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything's preloaded. Yeah.
So this is very, very cool, and I'm surprised they're doing this change, because Trinity was already good in my opinion, and Camille was dominating with it.
Yeah.
Especially against a medium squishy comps, which you didn't really need Sandra, and Sandra is bad most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is amazing, and I can't wait to use it. And
it's
very interesting passive, like 3 AD, 3 move speed, 3 ability haste.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. It's nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, like I'll be trying it with Jax. Like, he already runs Trinity Force to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
And his attack speed is going to be built up through other means anyways.
Yeah,
so whatever
passive,
gets lost, he's going to catch up with his max attack speed.
Yeah, even without the attack speed from before, Jax isn't going to struggle, which is very cool. And characters like Camille, that were very good at killing squishes with Trinity previously because of the high attack speed, are still going to be able to do that, but now that there's higher AD, means that Camille will be able to shred tanks easier with Trinity Force, because she's hitting higher true damage values on the Q. So it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to make Camille even better in my opinion, because she'll be on average more useful with Trinity Force.
For sure.
And a split's going to be disgusting, and I can't wait to use it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if maybe Fiora Trinity Force might come back, because she doesn't have a threatening backdoor, split push.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she can utilize the on tower buff. So that'll be very cool. I would like to see what will happen. So I'm very hyped for this.
Alright. And also the Ornn upgrade. For now, it's actually better than it ever was almost, right? So better than it is already. So from 35 to 40 for attack damage, and attack speed 45 to 40.
So it's just scaled up, both. Default and the Ornn upgrade scaled up. So AD is just gonna be fat.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a sweet Ornn upgrade, just fixing people's Trinity.
Just buff Jax's Infinity.
Yeah, oof.
I can't wait for that. Wow.
So the last item for today, Turbo Chemtank. Who would have thunk it?
Let's find out.
Let's see. So supercharged bonus movement speed from 75% to 60%. And the supercharged slow from 40% to 50%.
Interesting.
So is that a fair trade?
This does directly nerf Hecarim, and he's he run at people and one-shot them with move speed. But this makes it more accessible as a CC. So I think it's just shifting his strengths, because they don't want to kill Chemtank.
Yeah.
They want Riot Games basically wants the tank options to be options, and not this is good, this is bad. So just shifting the strengths and making characters that synergize better with certain items stick to those items. So this is just this is a necessary change, because Udyr is just running at people, stunning people on repeat, and Hecarim is running at people at full force, doing a lot of damage as a tank, which shouldn't make sense. Same as Udyr. And that's why they nerfed his R damage, R base damage over the couple patches. So this is very interesting, because it does nerf Hecarim, but I think it makes everyone else better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Udyr's already fast enough with his best stance, so
Yeah.
Udyr's probably gonna get better, in my opinion. And I feel like Hecarim's gonna get worse from this. And I think Hecarim's gonna run more Lissandra and more Trinity Force. So it's gonna be very interesting.
And this new Trinity Force is gonna be interesting because his movement speed is going up.
Yeah, movement speed, that's true.
So, yeah,
it's more efficient on Hecarim, so that's actually, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that could be the
There you
trade-off.
go.
Yeah.
Trinity Force might be very good on Hecarim. And more ability haste means more Hecarim ults, more ease, and, move speed makes him stronger. AD scales on that, so it's an efficient item. And I wonder if he's going to switch to that after this patch.
That would be an interesting experiment to test out. Like, play some normal matches, run that build.
Just practice. And because I do like Hecarim AD, because it's just the traditional Hecarim that I'm used to, because I've been playing for years, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm just made to play tank. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this. What's going on? I want to kill people. Right?
Yeah.
And I can for some reason, but it just feels weird. It's kind of almost artificial.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the weakness of the tank is like you can't really clear quickly late game. And because they nerfed his base damage on his Q and stuff, as the game goes on, Hecarim has been struggling to clear with the Chemtank build. I noticed over the past 2 patches.
Right.
I actually felt it. But his initial clear didn't change. But if you're building Chem, you do get punished in slow clears. So I would like to switch back. I do want to get my AD back. So
yeah, that'd be cool. And okay, so the Ornn upgrade, turbocharged experiment. So so what's adjusted?
It
stays the same. So it stays the same.
Doesn't improve.
Ornn should be upgrading that Trinity Force. That's what I think he should be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what he should be doing.
He should be upgrading the Trinity Force because he's getting actual good value. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be solid.
I can't wait.
Moving on, when it says a little Summoner's Rift rank progression changes. I don't know what this means. So here's what they say. We've made some updates to Summoner's Rift ranked LP formulas and general skill detection to provide smoother LP gains and losses across the board. These changes will help ensure players receive LP at a more predictable rate, and outlier gains or losses will be less frequent. So we don't know what that means until we see it in application.
Until we see it, but I do like the skill detection that they're mentioning here, because you can hop on Smurfs and like if their account's old, it's kind of hard to move it up, even if you're winning a lot. It's just like it's not changing LP gains. It's kind of annoying. So I wonder if they'll fix that problem, like detecting that you aren't supposed to be in this elo. So you can get the account out quicker. That'll be nice. That'll be a good quality.
And also the issue with losses, the LP losses sometimes feel out of balance compared to their gains.
Like the ranked average of the game will change, and then it will just give you some whack ass like LP gain or loss. That doesn't make sense. So I think it should be just some fixes. I hope this is a good change. I can't tell you. They're not really describing exactly. They're saying
it's a bit vague. I think let's play and we'll find out firsthand whenever that happens. But I just hope it's just better, like a smoother ups and downs, and the numbers don't fluctuate weirdly, or they stay stagnant. Like you don't get that mad growth.
And I hope they fix all those broken accounts. With
the ones that you can
LP
finagle with those like promo dips and then get the boost and then all that kind of stuff. So we'll see if that maybe that's what they're looking at. Maybe that's what they want to change.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure.
We'll
I can't
see.
really tell.
We're just like spitballing now. It's like you really don't know, but we'll find out. Bug fixes, quality of life changes. Let's start from the top. So Seraphine can no longer trigger Moonstone Renewer's Starlit Grace heal when her passive stage presence grants notes based on nearby allies. She should only be able to trigger Moonstone Renewer's Starlit Grace when she directly damages enemies and casts actual abilities on allies.
So she was just getting the notes and like healing for some reason. It's a bug. It
That's
shouldn't
a bug,
have been happening. So her win rate is going to go down if that was actually happening.
Just 2% down.
That's insane if that was happening.
Okay, so they fixed a bug where AoE shields like Karma's E and Seraphine's W would not trigger Moonstone Renewer's Starlit Grace. Okay,
well, that's not good.
That's no bueno.
That's literally like the only way to fucking proc it, so
one of the ways. Let's see. They fixed a bug where Lux would trigger Moonstone Renewer's heal by casting E, regardless if she hit an enemy. Oh, well, ain't that lovely? Well, there goes that.
That doesn't make sense.
So Xin Zhao is no longer able to use E when he's grounded.
he was able to do that? That's broken.
Okay, well, not
Wow.
anymore, not anymore. They fixed a bug with Gangplank's UI, which showed square icons, not circle ones. You played Gangplank? Did that happen?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
It didn't happen to me. Didn't happen
Okay,
to me. That's funny.
I want to see a clip.
I was using Sea Shanty Gangplank. It's hype.
Yeah. Fixed a bug where abilities with periodic damage like Brand's passive Blaze would not trigger Spell Thief's Edge Tribute passive.
What?
What?
Oh wow, yeah, I think I felt that. I think I played this ball game.
Oh, right.
I
Damn.
think it's been in the game for a long time. It's interesting.
Well, hopefully not anymore. So
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Sad boy hours.
Oh, I should check.
Gore Drinker and Strive Breaker now cost the intended amount of gold, 3,300, not 3,200.
We got pranked.
Debated.
Wow.
Debated.
Wow.
So
that's actually a pretty big change.
Yeah.
I
that's
think
sad
Gore
boys.
and Stride looking sad.
They're getting clapped
Dude,
back to
those
back.
items have been getting sad and sadder. Every patch.
What are you gonna do? So they fixed an issue where Kali's E, Shuriken Flip, tooltip would not update his damage numbers when buying selling items. Okay.
Some weird.
Fixed a bug where Banshee's Veil Shield would not be affected by item haste, only its icon.
Dude, I swear, Banshees has so many bugs. I've never seen an item have this many bugs.
Yeah. So they fixed Bloodward's item description to correctly display the AD grants when upgraded from Immortal Shield by Ornn. Okay, so it's little that's fine. Corrected Blade of the Ruin King's siphon damage in-game to be consistent with the values in the item's tooltip in the client.
Okay.
Okay.
So just saying something, but it was
Yeah, that wasn't right, yeah.
Okay.
So they fixed the Immortal Shield Bow's tooltip in the Collections tab to remove the mention of attack speed. Oh. Okay. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Nico's W, Shapeshifter, Shape Splitter, no longer grants mana changes from Tear the Goddess and its respective item line.
That's a weird interaction.
What? Okay. If an item with an active passive is on cooldown and the player moves Imperial Mandate onto its slot, it will no longer copy the former item's remaining cooldown. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a glitch.
That's Monkey's. So fixed a bug where Seeker's Arm Guard would affect Kaiser's W's, AP.
What the hell?
I don't even know how it affected, but hopefully.
Like, it'll stack and it'll get more AP?
Maybe.
That's weird. Would they do that? That's...
Okay. Morgana's passive Soul Siphon now properly benefits from small and medium monsters, as her tooltip states. Oh, so that wasn't happening, but then again.
Wow.
Oh.
Morgana Jungle back?
Yeah, that's all.
Bring it back.
Sylas can no longer gain charges of passive Petrocyte Burst when hitting enemy champions with Everfrost Glaciate passive.
Really?
Or Gale Force's Cloudburst passive.
Listen, okay. I've got a story for you. I was playing Sylas and I was that's free time, you know. Play a little bit of Sylas, 20 kills, no problem. And I noticed that if you use Everfrost, you get an extra passive.
Yeah, that's pretty
I was
clean.
abusing it. It was really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's gone. I thought they were like clever with it and it was intended.
Nah. It was a bug. Okay, it was a bug.
I was reaping the benefits.
That's alright. Well,
but yeah.
Ripperoni.
Sylas still broken, don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine. So, that's patch 11.7 in a nutshell. There's a couple cool things that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully no players really got burnt.
Yeah.
In this patch, it didn't seem so. There's just a few adjustments here and
Although
there.
pro players got burnt, like by a flamethrower.
Yeah, that's alright.
So like you players are popping off. I'm hyped for Trinity Force.
That's the one thing. That's my favorite thing of this patch.
Yeah.
But yeah, some good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys used this information. Let us know how how you're seeing this patch.
Yeah.
We'll be posting one more video after this, which will be like a tier list.
Tier list.
The picks and don'ts and
top character for each role. For low to mid healer and from mid to high healer.
Yeah. So you got two separate
little tier lists.
Tier lists to look at.
And it's like the one good character for each role.
Yeah,
keeping it simple.
Yeah, we'll probably have a few recommendations, like Yeah, so like one definite ban, I would say, and then a couple or 2 or 3 picks that are really good for each role. And so it's gonna be pretty well rounded. So that needs its own video, so keep an eye out for that.
That's right.
Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
That's right. Like as well. The algorithm.
Like, favorite, and subscribe. That's
Help
it.
us
Share it
out.
with your friends.
That's
If you
right.
care about them, you share it to them. Okay.
Yeah, they'll become better league players. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's not
Hey.
a bad deal.
It's a pretty good deal.
But yeah, man, appreciate it for everyone jumping in. Again, keep an eye out for the next patch update and what's to come.
That's true.
And then until then, peace out, dude.